Alright, guys. So I asked my wife yesterday, did anything come in the mail for me? Because I'm waiting on my Danzig tickets for Cincinnati. So I'm making sure I want to get those in the mail. And she said, oh yeah, you got something in the mail. I was like, oh, okay. And she said, it's over there, and I saw this package. I was like, oh, ordered something, but I'm not sure if it should have been here already, but that's cool. I looked at it, and I saw a bunny and bear on there. I was like, oh man. McKinley Richard sent me something. Please check out his link down below. Just an awesome dude. So he sent me this. You can see I didn't have any blue tape uh, black out our addresses on here, so I did use a couple backing boards. But you can see there, you got the. What I did with the last one, I cut the board out, and I got it in the back of the book that he sent me, or books he sent me. So I keep that original art, you know what I mean? But before we get to that, we're gonna get to our two from the tomb. This week I will have this last week's comics this week. Well, it might be 2 weeks comics ago. 2 weeks ago comics this week. So, but I do got some of this week's comics too. First up, we're gonna start off with some eye candy here. We got Vampironica issue number 4. Picked this one out this week just for the cover art. I never collected this series, but I did buy, I think, the first issue, and I bought this issue. I think I only have 1 and 4. But I bought this one for the Fiona Staples cover. You can see she's just, if you're not sure who that is, or you may have heard that name, she draws Saga. We're going to take a quick look in here. See who the art. But it's an Archie series, of course. So I enjoyed them. I really enjoy Afterlife with Archie and Sabrina. Those are. But for some reason, the Jughead one and Vampironica, I never really got into too much. I think it might have just been too much at one time for me to be buying it, because they were all pretty close to each other. I think it was like Cherry Blossom 666 also. And it was just like, I was satisfied with just the 2 titles. But going back, I might pick them up if they're in the dollar bins and stuff like that. Perhaps I should have shown the next book first. Use this as some eye bleach. Next up in the tomb, Dead World. This is a series I've been trying to piece together for a while now. Finally found issue 1 about a year and a half ago. And it was autographed by Vince Locke. So he did this cover also. And this is the Not for Wussies cover. Those that are not familiar with Vince Locke, who are watching maybe because you saw one of my CD videos or vinyl hauls or whatever. Vince Locke does, of course, all the Cannibal. Well, I shouldn't say all of them. Yeah, I guess all of them. Let's say most of the majority of the Cannibal Corpse album covers. And this is just, you probably see these all the time, but probably don't see too much in it. Of course, it's by Arrow Comics. I love Vince Locke's artwork. Just just how dark and gritty it is. Let's see if we can find something cool here. There we go. Got some Superman. One of these days, I'm gonna chop you into little pieces. Artist Vince Locke. But yeah, I shouldn't say, I think I'm missing issues. I think I'm missing issue 2, 3, and I can't remember, like 7 or 8. I'll look on my CLZ app. A lot of people don't get to see what's inside these books sometimes. This was like before The Walking Dead. If you really wanted a zombie book, this is pretty much was your only one of your few choices. But I always thought Vince Locke should have did some sort of variant for a Walking Dead cover. I mean, it's just brutal, man. This is... Of course, I didn't collect this when it was coming out. I pretty much started collecting it when my shop got a bunch of them in. They were like the higher issues. Like I think the lowest issue was like number 9 or something like that. And then there was about 7 or 8 random issues, and I bought them all for like $6. But that's 2 from the Tomb. So another series I'm working on. A lot of the later Dead World series, spin-offs, whatever you want to call them, I just don't really care for them. Without, Vince Locke's artwork, the charm about this book just like disappears. I mean, it's raw, this would never come out today. All right, so I started opening up McKinley's package that was so nice to send me. The Gemini mailer. There we go. But I believe this is, he had a contest, so it was unannounced. I like those kind of contests, where you just put it right in the middle of a random video. Oh yeah, put something on, or down in the middle of the video, telling people to do something. Usually not a lot, like, right, and I wrote something in Pigeon. He wanted something with that, or what was the other one? Shoot, something about chicken. I can't remember what it was. Should have maybe, but I think this is what this is from. It was like a contest that he had. So remember, folks, ring those bells. Make sure you're watching these videos. I got a list of, I got McKinley's link. It's going to be the first link down here. Then I got a bunch of other cats, man, you want to check them out. They're all putting out great stuff. Ring their bell. Ring their bell. Yeah, tap on that bell, man, so your alerts. That's how there's a few, I missed a couple of 666's videos. And I looked on his page today, and I clicked the bell. I was like, I'm missing that. I missed a couple of his videos. So I've been trying to, anybody I have on that list down there, click on their bells so they get the alerts to watch their videos. They're all putting out great stuff. They're not bullshitting you. They're not trying to, they're just telling you what you like. Oh man. McKinley. I just saw one of the stickers there, man. Got some Michael Jackson. Is that Thriller? Oh man. These like puffy stickers or something. I love it. That's awesome, dude. So he sent me, we'll just go like this, put these here, a copy of Red Room. Let's see, I want to check this out real quick. So I was talking to another guy on YouTube, or Instagram, and all our copies were like had lines on them. I'm wondering if it's like a different. Yep, this one got it too. Okay, so it must have been a. If you can, I'm not sure if it's showing up, but it's like two little lines. So I'm curious. I wonder if it was all the issues that happened. Because I looked at my shop and every single issue was like that. And I knew there was problems with the paper. Uh, that they had to delay this book because you can see right here they didn't even fix this back part. Yeah, coming in January. Red Room issue, Trigger Warnings issue #2. But yeah, this is a great story, man. Glad I got this. Eventually Ed's gonna do another signing, so I'll definitely get this copy signed. But yeah, you got the the Rat Queens. Can't recommend this enough. Might be a little much for people. It's very violent. It's very over the top, and I consider it like almost a dark comedy. I mean, you have to like almost. Sorry, I'm just looking at these Michael Jackson stickers, man. I think they're stickers. They look like it. So yeah, I mean, but it's so over the top that it's just it's you gotta consider it a comedy. I mean, I know there was some issues about a couple things happening with one of the variant covers and stuff like that, but it's still a good title to pick up. The other two books were Carriers issues 2 and 3. So yeah, this is where I think, yeah, because they put the pigeon stuff. That's for the pigeon carriers. This is season 1. And McKinley recommends this book very highly. So, you know, when a Vulture Club member says, buy this book or read it, you pretty much should. Just looking at some of the artwork. Sorry if you hear the buzzer going off in the background. There's no there's no editing in these videos, man. This is what you get. All those sounds in the back. Yeah, I don't work in a studio or anything. This is basically I'm in the bedroom. This is awesome, man. Yeah. So I'm curious to see what this is like. Yeah, so yeah, I'll definitely read this. Oh, there you go. Get the plot right there. All right, man. Thanks again, dude. This is just awesome to have. I enjoy trying to read some new stuff. Something that I wouldn't normally try. It's awesome. I'm trying to see who did the covers here. It'll be interesting because I do like animal characters and stuff like that. I do read a few books like that. So that's just awesome, man. I really like this cover, man. It's like I can't put my finger on it. It's cool, man. Thanks again, buddy. I really appreciate this. But definitely, this is too much, man. Alright, so let's see here. Look like little. Let's. This part may or may not be edited out. I'm not sure, but I'm opening one of these Michael Jackson things. Yeah, it's a sticker, man. There you go. So all future videos, I'll put Mike right about there. Now I gotta make sure the camera lines up. There you go. He's gonna have a hard time. Thanks again, McKinley. That was an awesome thing. I can't wait to read the carriers there, man. That's gonna be interesting. All right, let's see what we got next here. What we got next? Oh yeah. So we got last week's books, or plus 2 weeks ago's books this week. So of course we picked up What's the Furthest Place from Here, issue number 5. This book just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I mean, and I love it. I enjoy the art. Explaining this to somebody is like, it's almost impossible. I want to reread it again because I want to come up with an actual. I'm trying to explain this to someone. The first couple issues are definitely world building, but then issue 4 like takes this turn, man, and it just starts getting really nutty. And then now it's like, so I'm gonna reread it, and I should come up with something better than just saying, oh yeah, it's really cool and stuff like that. But it's definitely worth the read. You're getting your money's worth. You're almost getting a book and a half every. In the earlier issues, you felt like you're getting 2 to 3 books in one issue. Next up, we got. I talked about this book. I think it was like 3 episodes ago. Heavy Metal Drummer. For this book, to quote the great Scarface from Ghetto Boys, I feel like I'm the one that's doing dope after reading this book. This is too damn trippy. So basically, it's about a junkie, heavy metal drummer, and it feels like he's just like on one bad. I'm looking at Michael Jackson up here, and this is like. So there's our hero here, and it just takes you on this like. It's vulgar. I can't even show half of some of the stuff in here, but like I said, it's just like I feel like I'm the one that's on high on drugs here reading this stuff. Yeah. So that's all I know so far. It's about some dude that's he's a metal drummer that's on drugs, and he's I think he's tripping, and now he's to do now he's involved in some terrestrial nonsense, but I love every minute of it. Let's see here. Of course, we got Gunslinger, Kingspawn, and Scorched. Definitely worth your money if you want to pick either of these up. The homage cover is awesome. Of course, just if you're like an X-Men fan, you wouldn't just buy it for a cover, but I recommend all these books. First of all, the price point's $2.99, and you actually get the covers are decent, quality paper, everything like that. I recommend Gunslinger Spawn the most out of all the 3 of these, besides the Spawn regular title. It's probably one of my favorite books right now. These 2 are okay. Scorch is probably my least favorite. Probably not going to be on that one for too much longer, unless it picks up. But I'm sure they'll do a bunch of homage covers, because probably you probably took a poll, probably everybody say this is the weakest book out of the lot, but for $2.99, you basically want to send a message also. And speaking of $2.99, picked up Saga issue number 57. Our friend Lion Cat. Again, I was talking about before, you know, you just like get all kind of weird shit here. So if you never read Saga, I recommend reading it. Get it. The compendium is pretty reasonable now. You can probably find it at like half price or something like that somewhere on the internet. But yeah, I recommend Saga also, but I recommend getting reading the first part before you just jump into issue 57. You know, getting 4 books for $12 anymore is just a rarity, which is going to bring me on to my next point here. Picked this up this week too, the Pentagram of Horror. I noticed a lot this week, a lot of books with this price tag on it, the $5.99. You know, I'm drawing the line, man. With this kind of book, with a straight comic, if it doesn't feel like it's giving you a lot more, this one did felt like a little bit more, but yeah, for $5.99, that's $6 for a single issue. I'll wait till it either comes out in trade, or I'll wait till when I see these in the dollar bin. But yeah, the artwork in this is what I was hesitant to buy it, but then I looked in there, man, this is just like right up my alley. You got all these, of course, the occult symbols and stuff like that. Guy makes a deal with the devil. I need to find out he's been living in hell the whole time. Spoiler alert. But I just love the artwork, and this really sold me and made me put my $6 down. It almost reminded me of sort of like a erotic comic, how spacing is and stuff like that. Like pretty much a half a splash page per each page. But I won't show any more that way. But you can just see, man, just like the imagery is what sold me on this. Will I pick up the rest of the series? Probably not. I think what's the next issue here? There you go. But the imagery in this and stuff like that just was right up my alley. So, but $6, not cool. And there was quite a few books this week that I was like gonna buy. I was gonna buy the Scott Snyder book and Greg Capullo. I saw that price tag. I was like, man, I'm gonna hold off on that for a little bit. Plus, it wasn't the cover I wanted anyways. So I was like, eh. But I definitely want to read it. But I'm not gonna. I can't be. When I'm buying Spawn books that are better quality than most of the other books for $2.99. Come on, man. But speaking of pricier books, $6.99. I don't mind paying for that for Black Label books. And I recommend this a lot. This one's Rogues. So if you're not familiar with Flash's villains, they call themselves the Rogues. Bunch of guys in there. But this is set, the artwork, and it's just great. Who wrote it? Joshua Williamson. So those reading the Batman series that enjoy his writing, you'll really like this. Starts off with everybody in a bar. Then it, fisticuffs take place. Normal nonsense. But then all of a sudden it does 10 years later. And I won't show any more than that, but it basically shows Captain Cold there rounding up the old crew for one last heist. So I'll leave it at that. I recommend this a lot. If you can find it, definitely pick it up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Really really appreciate McKinley sending that. Thanks. Want to say thanks for having that content. It was awesome. Pretty cool to do it on low key. You know, let your let the real viewers win stuff. You know, I held a contest a couple years ago. I'll never hold another one again. I'd rather just give AOKs to people that watch my videos, or you know, I consider friends like McKinley and a bunch of other guys. You know, so I'd rather get those guys to get the books than somebody. Maybe I'll talk about it next or a couple weeks or whatever, whenever I give something else away. But it just I'll never have a contest again. I'll always just do if I do, it'll be something like, you know, hidden, well, like 27 minutes into a video. But thanks again. Can't thank you enough for, especially with the sticker. So this sticker will be here for, I don't know what I'm going to do with the other two, but I'll find a place for them. But Michael will be making a regular appearance on my my board here. But all right, last time. Thanks again, McKinley. Check out the links down below to his channel. Subscribe him. Hit the bell so you get a notification. All that fun stuff. Check out all the channels below that. Check out my Instagram. And we'll talk to you next time.